First and foremost, I want to give credit to San Antonio, Coach Phillips, his staff, and his players. They came out and played a great game today. There was a lot of talk and stuff the last couple weeks. You know, it's a good inter-conference rivalry that we have, and you know, we got them twice. We just came up a little short today. I think from us, big picture, you know, I want to thank our players, our coaching staff, and the fans. I think the fans here were incredible the entire season. I'm sick that, you know, we couldn't get this for our players and my coaches and our fans. And I think simply for us, you know, when I look at the game, I just feel like, you know, there's a little lack of focus to start the game. And, you know, that lies on me at the end of the day. You know, we had a good week. I thought we were ready, you know, really strategic in the messaging you give your players. But at the end of the day, you know, you have to go out there and you have to perform and you have to be on it. And, you know, ultimately when, you know, defense, offense, special teams not quite gelling the way you want, you know, what could you have done differently throughout the week to get your team right? So that's a learning curve for me. It's my second year as a head coach, and, you know, I'm going to strive to be great in everything I do. And but I do love my players. They fought hard. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, we had a chance to win this game in the second half. And I love their fight. I love their toughness. We just didn't play 4 quarters. And, you know, San Antonio did a great job. They had a good plan today. They executed on offense, defense, and special teams. And quite frankly, that's what you need to do. The best team ultimately wins because of the 3 phases they play, and they played a little bit better than us today. You know, he was good. I talked to him multiple times. Honestly, I mean, look, he's our quarterback. You know, he's sacrificed a lot to play and come back and fighting through injury and treatments and all that stuff. And he doesn't make any excuses for that. And he shouldn't. You know, he was ready to go. And, you know, he got a little tweak there before the half. I didn't even realize that till I was almost through the tunnel. But he gutted it out. We had Manny ready. And he said he was good. So, you know, I'm going to let him go. I mean, at the end of the day, he's got us to this point. And, you know, when I get to those other opportunities, other places, and those conversations, those will be different. But when you look at our landscape in our league, you know, these guys gut through. They want to push through and finish. And, you know, I let him do it. As long as he wasn't going to hurt himself more and he was confident in what he was doing and there was clarity in his voice, I was going to let him go out there. So, you know, I got a lot of respect for his fight, his grit. You know, he is an older player. He is a guy that's, you know, been around the NFL for a long time. And he's a different person to deal with. You know, there's a standard for him. There's a way that, you know, he is that's different than the other guys, right? And that was great for me to have that kind of presence around on a day-to-day basis because it gave me those experiences that I need. But, you know, the experience was great, and we were going to go down with AJ win, lose, or draw today. Yeah, you know what? We really like 12 personnel. We felt like we could run the ball, but we just didn't tie it together with our passing game. You know, you know, probably not as, you know, we should have stuck with our irons there, you know, for the game. You know, the best player on the field for us was Jacob Sailors by far, right? And he just ran with great passion, great authority. The line did a great job, and I think we tried to mix it up with some passes and do some things, and, you know, we had a fumble early and kind of cost us, and, you know, we weren't able to get fast. You know, the first couple drives were not real good for us. You know, those things are frustrating because you work so hard and, you know, everybody's like, hey, you got to start fast. You guys, and we feel like we could do that. You know, you feel like you got the plays, and then it's one guy here, one guy there, one guy there. And that's the game of football, you know. You have to have all 11 guys on the same page. And we didn't do enough of that today. And that's unfortunate. But, you know, we'll learn from this. So players will learn from this. These guys got 11 games of film. I mean, just an incredible opportunity this league presents for all these players. Of course, in the big picture, we want to win. We want to get to the championship. That's the ultimate goal. But these guys, a lot of guys on our team are going to have bright futures, either with this league moving forward or the next. Yeah. No, I mean, 40-plus years, a head coach, coordinator, well-respected. He earns my respect, across the board. You want to do what those kind of guys do. He's been in Super Bowls. He's led teams. He's been a head coach at the highest level. I'm in this thing to be great. When I was given the opportunity by Russ Brandon, the XFL last year, and sold the vision, I felt like I owed them something because I was a guy that didn't come in with maybe that experience that everybody thought or would expect the coach to do. And, every level, everything I've done in my life, I've gone full go, all the way 100% until I succeed, and I will. We had 2 really good seasons, winning records, playoffs in the second year, and, we were close all the way to the fourth quarter. There is a lot of positive to take out of it. There's a lot to learn and grow from. I mean, absolutely. Everything I do every day, every word that comes out of my mouth, everything I tell my players, my coaching staff, the way we deliver the messages, everything, the scheduling, everything touches me before it goes to those guys. So I take a lot of pride in that, to be right a lot for that, so that it can help our players have success. And today, again, we just came up short, but from the totality of the season, I just really respect the fight, the culture we built. We don't have OTAs. We don't have the off season. You tell the guys work out, show up. We pick 25 new faces. They come in. We have core guys that kind of came together, and it comes together fast, man. And I got a great coaching staff. Bruce Gradkowski is an excellent offensive coordinator. Donnie Abraham is an excellent defensive coordinator. I got some studs that coach on the offense and defensive side of the ball. I'm just proud to have those guys, lucky to have those guys, because they deserve to be coaching at the highest levels. But they're with me, and I'm blessed to have them. And again, I think you learn, like you said, every single day is a learning experience. Whether it's a game or it's a day off, how you do all those things. So again, I love this. It's a great experience for me, and I'm going to continue to be great and strive to be great every day. I have this gig. So. My experience, I played in 9 playoff games, in the NFL. I see Moose in the back. He's won championships. Your best players got to make plays, right? They got to show up big. We have a lot of good players on our team. And, it's just focus. It's having the ability to make the moments, make the moments big. We talk about production plays. You're going to get 5 to 10 of those depending on where you play in a game. Can you really max out and take advantage of those moments when they come? And, we know we're not going to make all of them, but if you don't make it, can you bounce back and have success and continue to stay focused? And that's what we're teaching these players. There's a reason why they're not at the highest level yet. There's a reason why they're in our league, and there's a space for them in this league, so we can help them grow. We can teach them the mental side of it. It's not just, teach them football and go. You want to try to teach them more about the focus and the things that they do on a day-to-day basis so they can become better pros. And that's my job. My job is to win, make sure our team is great. We get as far as we can, try to win a championship. But I'm in this league to help players on and off the field, always and forever. That's what I'll do. And my players know that. Never lie to them, tell them the truth. And, I think that's the respect that I want to have with those guys. And, for me, that's how I want to be treated. When I got into this thing, how would I want to be treated as a player on the field, on a team? And I've been around a lot of great coaches, guys that did it the way I like, guys that didn't. I just followed whatever it was, and I pulled from them, and I put my kind of sprinkle on top of that. And again, it's a constant growth every single day to do that. But I care about my guys. Ultimately, at the end of the day, right after this meeting, I'm going to bang on the phones and call any coach, GM, anybody on my phone to help these guys get to their chance. And if not, and they come back to us, then we'll be glad to have them, and we'll find some new players to fill those spots as well. Yeah. Nothing. I just told our guys at halftime, like, let's focus. Let's stay in this. One score, bam, you're right back in this thing. And there was some really good momentum there in the third quarter. I was really proud of that, man. I felt good. I believed. I always believe in our guys. From the first game I ever coached, when we were down, 18-3, and we came back and won, I believed in these guys. Thought I was going to be the worst coach ever after that game. Ended up winning that football game. So I believed in my guys. I believe that we're going to be able to turn it around. I believe that I saw it in their eyes that they want to do great. These guys go out there and bust their butt, man. They want to do great things. They want to play great. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way. And, I've been through, I played almost 200 games in my career. Trust me, I lost a lot of them. And you got to learn and grow from those things. It just, it sucks for those guys because you're in the conference championship. You're right there. You're down, what was it, 19-15. You're right there. You have that chance. And, we just don't flinch. Play your best 30 minutes, and let's see what the score looks like at the end of the game. So, again, we came up short, but the guys fought. They learned a lot. You learn a lot from defeat. You learn more from defeat, right? So hopefully those guys learned a lot, not just from this game, but just everything we've done, since the first day they came. No, that's it. I just, the St. Louis fan base, I appreciate them. I give them love all the time, and I want to give them love today. They showed up. Please come to the championship game next week. Support this league. This city has been kind of the base, the standard for what, everybody's trying to be in their cities that they're in. And this is the model, and they continue to set the bar. I'm just extremely proud to be the coach here. I never take it for granted every day, and they deserve, I know they want a winner, but I know they're going to be out there, win, lose, or draw. And, just really proud to be the coach for the St. Louis Battlehawks. And again, just thankful for them and you guys as well, your coverage in the sport, being here, showing up, giving us the promotion we need. These players greatly appreciate it. Just love the fight and the passion they had this year, and I appreciate your guys and what you've done this year. Thank you.